What's going on, 5-9 Gaming crew? Lethal went up here, and guys, welcome back to another 5-9 Gaming weekly wrap, this series where we go ahead and we talk about the gaming news that just happened this past week. Now, I have 3 pieces of news to share with you guys this week, but first, let's talk about the games that released. Starting with Aliens Fireteam Elite dropping on August 24th. There was also King's Bounty 2, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2, Mosaic Chronicles, and then Psychonauts 2 dropped on August 25th. Just want to point out there too, Psychonauts 2 got great reviews, and a lot of people are saying it's going to be a possible contender for Game of the Year. I'm really excited because I played the first one and I absolutely loved it. So I'm really hoping, I hope this game does get a nomination for Game of the Year, because a lot of people are saying it's really good. So I'm really excited. I wanted to play it myself. Also, keep in mind, if you have Game Pass, you already have this game, so definitely go check it out. It is also dropping on PC, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One, and then it should be dropping on PS4 as well. Let me see, we can go down here. We also have Splunky 2, Spookware, Baldo, and then a pretty big one for Switch, No More Heroes 3, that dropped August 27th. Now, let's go ahead, jump down here to the very first piece of news, starting with number 1. We have Gamescom 2021 opening night live. Little mini recap that I have here. That was a show by Jeff Keighley, and I'm getting this actually from Polygon, so I'm not going to give every single announcement. Go to Polygon's official website to get that official, just full listing there. So we're going to go ahead and talk and just kind of mention some of the games. Starting with a new Saints Row game is going to be launching February 25th, 2022. We also had Marvel Midnight Suns revealed, and it's the team behind the XCOM series. That's Firaxis. They got a release date of March 2022. And what's cool is they're actually going to be also doing a gameplay showcase September 1st, so definitely go check that out. We had a Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer that also got dropped, along with the release date, December 8th, 2021. And not just that, Halo's 20th anniversary, they had pre-orders because what they did was pretty cool. They dropped limited edition Halo Infinite Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and then they also did a Halo Infinite Xbox Series X console that will be available also November 15th, 2021 for purchase. But they did do pre-orders, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you didn't pre-order, I can see this being incredibly hard to get your hands on. I will say that Xbox is beautiful looking, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my hands on one, because I've been thinking about getting a Series X, but then I might just hold off. But it looks really good, so shout out to Halo fans out there that are gonna be able to get their hands on that, because it is beautiful. Let's jump down. There's also some more games. So there was a first new look at Synced Off Planet. We did get a new trailer for Outlast Trials with the aimed release date of 2022, and a really cool game that honestly, I hope I don't mispronounce it, but I believe it's called Dokevi. This game is like, it looked like a Jet Set Radio mixed with Pokemon. I don't know, mixed with some Kingdom Hearts, because the gameplay looked phenomenal, but the game looks really good too. It has like kind of like a little kiddish kind of vibe to it too. I don't know, it's crazy. It looks absolutely really good, and the gameplay I think is what is like stunning. It looks like there's just so many different elements that you've seen from different games mashed up into one. I don't know necessarily what it is, but it looks absolutely awesome, and it's actually getting a lot of attention right now, so I definitely look more into that game for the future. Jurassic World Evolution 2 got a launch for November 9th, 2021. A cool vampire battle royale game called Blood Hunt with early access on Steam is starting on September 7th, which is pretty cool. And then we had Guerrilla, the team behind the Horizon Zero Dawn and then the Horizon Forbidden West. Basically, the game director gave the official release date now, and it is confirmed February 18th, 2022. I'm not surprised. We talked about this before. You know, it was getting to the point where we were closer and closer and closer to the end of the year without an official release date. And so, honestly, February 18th, 2022 just makes the most sense. And I'm glad. I'd rather that game just get enough time in the oven that it needs to just come out perfect. And not just that, they also dropped and announced a 60 FPS mode for Horizon Zero Dawn for PS5 users, which is pretty cool. So go definitely check that out if you haven't already. And they kind of basically ended the opening night live with a new Death Stranding Director's Cut trailer, just showcasing features like weapons, new boss battle mode, new delivery support options, and cool action specific delivery missions, which is what a lot of people wanted to see, and more stuff too. And again, they had a bunch of other game announcements. There was like Sifu that got a release date of February 2022, a trailer for Crossfire, a cool mobile Tales of Luminaria game, which looked really cool. But again, check out the Polygon website for the official listing. Honestly, I thought the event was good. I saw some people say that they weren't happy with maybe the pacing. Maybe they wanted a better, maybe like they could have said Dokevi for like the ending, because I felt like the ending or the second half of the opening night live show maybe a little bit lackluster in comparison to the first half. But regardless, I thought it was good. Again, Dokevi was just the game that I took away that I was like, this looks really interesting. I'm curious to learn more about it. All right, guys. So now let's go jumping into story number 2, and that is Metroid Dread Report Volume 6 we got. And not just that, it came with an insane, crazy trailer. We're getting this from the official Nintendo website. Again, it dropped a banger trailer. This report basically kind of goes off of that trailer. So if you haven't seen that trailer, go look it up and go check it out. Absolutely insane. We're going to go ahead and kind of give a brief talk about this report. So for this report, basically it said upon watching the trailer, you're going to see a familiar face. And by that, you see an enemy that you've seen before by the name of Kraid. But it actually mentions in the report, it kind of said it as a monster that appears to be Kraid, a beast Samus fought previously. So I guess a lot of people are kind of speculating that, you know, is it the same Kraid? Is it a new one? What's the deal? Who knows? But it looks great. Kraid looks, if it's the same Kraid, it looks really good in this game. But also, it's not the first time you've seen these space pirates just come back and back, whatever the case may be. So, you know, I'm not surprised if we do see Kraid come back. Also, finally see Chozo, like an actual walking and like active Chozo. That's like not a statue or a scribble on the wall or something. Like, it's an actual Chozo. But in this trailer, you're gonna see this Chozo fight and kind of beat down Samus, which is actually pretty cool in a way, but also kind of crazy. But what's interesting is that in the report, it mentions that Samus is defeated by this Chozo, and it leads to the loss of some of Samus's abilities. They're gonna call it ability amnesia. I don't know. Sounds like a Nintendo thing. But Samus gets ability amnesia from losing to this Chozo. In fact, the report goes to detail that the Chozo individual is a Chozo warrior. That would make more sense given the fact that, you know, Chozos were typically known as like these peacekeepers and whatnot. And so a Chozo warrior would make a lot more sense. Now, if you played Samus Returns, I think it mentions a lot more about the Chozo warriors. That's something that I'm not too, I don't remember too much about, or I have to go back and look into it. But if you are familiar, go check out Samus Returns, because they did a great job of explaining the Chozo warriors. But yeah, and also you'll notice that this Chozo warrior that fought Samus, you're not he's not alone, or she's not alone. There's definitely gonna be other what looks to be like maybe mechanical versions of more Chozo warriors, or maybe just other Chozo warriors. But it looks really good. Not just that, the report also details some new abilities. Now, I didn't do all of them, I just did some of them. You're gonna see a new Aeon ability called Flash Shift. And basically with this ability, Samus can travel a set distance forward or backward while on the ground or in the air in an instant. And this can be done consecutively up to 3 times. It looks really cool. Also, there's the Storm Missile. This lets Samus lock onto and fire multiple small missiles in succession. Set up to 5 targets at a time using free aim, and then unleash it to fire 3 missiles at each target. There's also the showing of the use of a cross bomb, which is pretty cool. Pretty much just says in the report that it's a powerful bomb that explodes in 4 directions. And then they kind of just went back and highlighted some of the classic abilities and stuff like the ice missiles. You've seen that, right? Grapple beam, even the screw attack got some showtime, which is pretty cool. And basically they end the report by saying, for this next one, be prepared to get a closer look at this new mysterious Chozo. So that's exciting. That's pretty much how it ends. I mean, at this point, I'm already sold on this game. There's not much more that's gonna like make me think about it. I'm getting it day one. Nintendo, you already got me on it. I mean, I was a fan of the 2D Metroids anyways, but this game is gonna be awesome. I'm really excited because the sales figures for this game, the anticipation for this game is making it almost feel as if it might be the best-selling Metroid game. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but I really hope it does get that much love and attention, because Metroid is dope and this game is gonna be awesome. I am, though, getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to see any more of these reports, because it's starting to feel like a movie trailer where you see too much and you're just like, all right, I like at this point, don't give me everything. I think I'm good with what I have. So we'll see how much more I keep reporting on them, as long as they don't give too much stuff of like the story and whatnot. But going into the final report, or the final story now, Elden Ring's got some details in, and this is coming from Nebellion over on Twitter. Basically, From Software's latest title, Elden Ring, had a little 15-minute gameplay demo that was shown off to some media outlets like IGN and Game Informer. Luckily, we have Nebellion, who shared basically from those different outlets the different details, and he lists them down below. So I'm going to go ahead and just read some of these cool little details that we finally have for Elden Ring. Let me see. We have, you can fast travel from anywhere. There's going to be many optional encounters, multiple paths and multiple endings. That's pretty cool. Plenty of lore to go through. Archers and magicians are going to have the ability to fight on horseback, which is pretty cool. There's going to be legacy dungeons that are separate from the overworld, stealth mechanics that are similar to Sekiro, and there's going to be a new mechanic called the guard counter, which basically is a strike after a normal block, but be careful because that strike can also be countered. That's pretty cool. Enemies have a stance and a balance that can be broken. Let me go down here. There's going to be a hub with NPCs that was confirmed, and a Moonlight Greatsword has not yet been confirmed. I'm still pretty new to the Souls game, so I'm not too sure what the Moonlight Greatsword is, but it sounds pretty cool. That's literally all the details that Nebellion gave. I know Elden Ring is a big game for Souls fans, and so as someone who's slowly making my way through some of these Souls games, right now I'm currently playing Bloodborne, and then I do want to get into like Demon Souls, and eventually I kind of want to replay the Dark Souls games. But I know Elden Ring is going to be a really big game that drops. It's still slated for January, so not that far away, but it's going to be a really cool game, especially because it has like that open world. It's a Souls game, right? Or Souls-like game with multiplayer sounding like it's going to be a bigger role in this game than in the previous one. So honestly, all in all, looks really good. And guys, those are my stories, but real quick, I want you guys to keep your eyes out for next week. 2 games. There's going to be The Medium dropping on PS5. So Xbox users, you play this. PlayStation 5 users, or no, definitely PlayStation 5 users, because I'm not sure if this is dropping on PS4, but PlayStation 5 users, we will get to play this game on September 3rd. And then Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous for PC is also dropping on September 2nd, so definitely keep your eyes out for those games. And that's it. That's officially all the news that I have for this weekly wrap. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the 5-9 Gaming channel, the 5-9 Gaming Direct channel. Again, I'm Lethal1Up. Any questions, any concerns, drop it down below. Again, give me your thoughts on any of these stories. I want to hear about it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.